today. This is a beautiful hike. It's actually one of my favorites, and you get a really beautiful view of the Spray Valley once you get to the top. This is a little teaser of how the view is going to look, so you get a view of the lake. And this one is steep, but it's steep and short. We're taking our time today because it's really hot. So definitely if you're doing this one, prepare for how hot it's going to be. Make sure you bring plenty of water on this one. So I'll see you guys soon in the next clip.
Oh, you make me want to talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Say sorry. Oh, maybe I'll leave. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Hey guys, so we've made it to the first viewpoint during the Rocky section, the first Rocky section, and I just stopped back there to vlog, but this is a much better view, so you can kind of see what we're going for. I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running.
Last part of the hike, you guys. This is the final incline. It's been exhausting. It's been really hot out. I think it's been like 30 degrees for most of this hike. So I'm glad for the little bit of wind that we have up here though. I'll see you guys at the top. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth, maybe guilty but proud.
Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous, but it's so fun. Running, running low. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running low. Keep running low.
I never thought I'd feel like this.
Hey guys, so we've officially made it to the top of Little Lougheed. What a climb this was, especially on a hot day. But the views are completely worth it. I love this one for the views alone and the workout to get up here. It's so rewarding. So I will see you guys in the after hike summary. You made it to the top! Yay! How do you feel? How was the hike?
Unbelievable that I made it to the top.
Yay! Look at the view.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, never thought I could. I never thought I'd be on my shit, be on mine. I'm spending my time in love like I should, and no more struggling. I'm all good. Yeah, I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like I never thought I'd feel like this.
welcome to my after hike summary for Little Lougheed. So this is my third time hiking Little Lougheed. I have done this literally in all seasons. I've done this in winter conditions, I've done this in shoulder season, which was this year, and then I've done this in like extreme hot weather in the summertime. So I have yet to do this one in the fall, but I definitely do want to come back to it. It's actually one of my favorite hikes. Call me crazy, because I know my friends that I took hiking that day would call me crazy thinking that it's my favorite or one of my favorite hikes, but it really is. The view on this one is unbeatable, and there is similar hikes that get you like a similar view, but I feel like this is like one of the easier ones, to be honest. This was a really hot day, and it was one of the first really hot hiking days that I've experienced in a while. This one does not have a lot of shade. It has a lot of exposure to the sun. So if you are planning to do this one, or if you haven't done it before, definitely be prepared. Bring a lot of water, bring sunscreen for sure, and 100% bring your poles, because this is a steep one. This one I clocked in at 6.6K with an elevation of 784 meters. I've done 2 videos on this hike already, but every experience doing this trail is completely different. The first 2 times that I did this hike was in like winter and then summer. So the first time I got to experience this in shoulder season was this year, and I can tell you that it gets very hot. Even in shoulder season, this one gets really hot. So this starts off steep and it continues to be steep the whole entire way to the top. So things to note: the views are incredible the whole way, so make sure when you're going up to actually look behind you and look at the view, because it is really rewarding. You get a view of Spray Lake, which is beautiful, and unfortunately the weekend that we went this time around in shoulder season, the lake was still, it was thawing, but it wasn't completely unfrozen. But I do like the view a whole lot better in the summer months, when you can actually see the beautiful vibrant color of Spray Lakes, because Spray Lakes is in itself really beautiful. You do get a similar view of this one to Reed's Tower. If you've ever done Reed's Tower, Mount Sparrowhawk, that sort of thing, those ones are definitely harder than this one. So if you want a similar view but with a little bit less effort, then definitely do Little Lougheed over those 2 that I just mentioned. So this one starts off in the forest, and the forest here is so beautiful. Like, it's the type of forest that it has a lot of moss. It looks really healthy, and it's just a beautiful, almost like enchanted looking forest. You have a creek running by you on one side, so you get like the water noises of like flowing water. It's really relaxing, and this part, definitely enjoy this part because it's the easiest part of the trail. I have gotten lost here like the past 2 times that I've done this hike. I don't know why, but on the way down it's really easy to get lost through the forested section, but on the way up it's really not that confusing. So yeah, definitely really enjoy this section because it's the easiest part of the whole entire hike. Once you get past the forest, you kind of do a few switchbacks. It starts to get a little bit steep, and then eventually you will hit a rocky section. So the rocky section continues for most of the hike. This one is definitely a rocky terrain type trail, so make sure you have really good shoes when you're doing this one. And like I mentioned poles earlier, poles are a must have when you're coming down. So when you get to the rocky section, you get to kind of like a boulder field. You can kind of see what views you're gonna be expecting when you're going up, and then you hit more rocks. We did take a little bit of a break here, go through the rocky section more until you reach the final forest. So the final forest is probably the longest part of the hike in my personal opinion. It is pretty steep. This whole rocky section to the forest to the end is all steep. There's no, it's relentlessly steep. So when you get to the forested section, you think, oh, you know, I'm almost done the hike, but you're really not. It depends on how many breaks you take, I guess, but the forest seems to go on forever, and this part of the forest is definitely steep. So after you finally break the tree line, You think that you've gone like 10K already. That's what it feels like, but it's really not. It's only been like 3K. So once you get past the trees, you get to the final climb, the final scree section. This part, some people would consider an easy scramble. It's not like a hands-on scramble where you have to be like rock climbing. This is a very, very steep section. Definitely 100% pick your poison as far as the route that you choose to take going up. I like to go left, like very, very, very far left on this trail, because then you can literally get to the top in 10-15 minutes, I would say, once you get to this part, and you avoid actually having to scramble. This part is just steep, and like I said, it's really quick. It's not as painful as you would think. Looking at it, it's super daunting when you're at the tree line. Once you've passed all the forested sections and you're at the tree line and you're looking up and you're like, is it up there? Yes, it looks super daunting, but I promise you the section only takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your activity level and your willingness to avoid actually scrambling. So I went left, got to the top, enjoyed the view a little bit with one of my friends. She was very happy that she was able to accomplish this hike, and I'm very, very proud of her. It was her first really difficult hike. So on the way down is the tricky part of this one. I feel like going up, you know, you do take your time, you take your breaks and stuff like that, but it's very 100% doable. However, when you're coming down, you definitely want to have poles with you to stabilize your balance and to just help out with the steepness, and you don't realize how steep this one is until you start going down the trail. That is my experience with Little Lougheed, doing it in shoulder season. I highly recommend taking a lot of water. Like I said, take a lot of water, take a hat with you. There's a lot of mosquitoes already, which, you know, makes sense because it's already so warm in that area. I was really shocked that the lake wasn't melted during that time. And one more thing I want to mention is how bad the 742 was. Recently it's been graded. From what I hear, it's definitely improved in the past week, but when I drove there, you guys, I thought my car was going to break because the road was so bad. It was rutted, it was potholy, and then there was two really large sections with like, it was like water filled puddles, and I had to go over really slow on those ones. But yeah, this road is not my favorite to drive on. So now that Grassy Lakes is open, I'm pretty sure they have actually fixed the road just a little bit. They've graded it anyways, and there's no major washouts or anything like that. But yeah, when I went, holy, the road was bad. So be mindful of when you do this hike. The road is definitely a lot better in the wintertime versus in shoulder season when things are starting to melt. The road is a lot better in the summer from my experience. I've driven this road a lot in the summer, but this is like actually probably the worst, one of the worst. When I did Ship's Prow last year, it was pretty bad, and now it was pretty bad. So just be mindful of that. Don't wreck your car to do this hike. It's not worth it. Do something else. Do something else closer to Canmore, maybe hauling or something like that. You only have to drive this road for a little bit to do hauling versus like almost being on it for another 40 minutes trying to do Little Lougheed. So be mindful of that, and really that's all I have for you guys. I really do enjoy this hike, and I will definitely come back to it again in the fall because I am curious to see how it is in all seasons. That is all for this video. If you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
I let you in deeper than I